we'll see the veteran Joe Flacco and his new team, the Denver Broncos, as they take on last year's #1 overall pick.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, 63 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Schobert, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for their offensive guys.
Flacco looks to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them. Come on, Browns, let's go.
Browns offense coming back onto the field here. We mentioned earlier their loss to Seattle in Week 6. Back-to-back losses now. And you think about it, Charles, at this point last season, the Browns actually had a better record than they do right now at 2-4.
Hard to believe. And remember what we said in preseason, that these Browns and their fans, it's not the lovable Browns and, oh, we have low expectations. If we got to this point and they weren't playing well, might be a little bit ugly in Cleveland right now because things have really jumped in where they expect this team to be. They haven't won a game at home yet this season. And how about the upcoming schedule? They get the open week, and they need it. to jump up. At New England. At Denver is playing much better on defense. Then they host Buffalo, one of the surprises of the season in the early going.
25 yards that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Third and long for Mayfield. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Mayfield looks to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Called a no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Third and long for Joe Flacco. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
47, Mike, 47.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Chubb on the counter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The sack by Todd Davis.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, well, the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a throw left sideline here is complete, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Nice completion there by Joe Flacco, who's probably going to miss being able to play Cleveland twice a year. Gosh, in his 11 seasons as a starter in Baltimore, he was 17-3 against the Cleveland Browns, and now he'll try to get a victory in a Broncos uniform. Throwing again on 2nd down. Flacco, that's complete to Jake Butt. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, G. Tighten up.
On 1st down, Flacco. He'll get this one to Patrick. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing.
Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Operating off play action, Flacco. He's got Jake Butt, his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. They go pass again with Flacco. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw again on second down. Flacco. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, as the first half is winding down, and the Broncos push further out in front.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. And that's what you got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Mayfield to throw it. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Start offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 18.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
After review of the play.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. Mayfield now. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. But it's going to be second down. Well, we got a second. Let's look ahead to Week 7 and what's on the slate. Things start out Thursday night. Kansas City at Denver, divisional battle.
Suddenly an interesting game. Kansas City having lost their last 2, and Denver now playing defense as we expected. But how about the NFL 100 game of the week? Oakland at Green Bay, a rematch of Super Bowl II.
Also have New Orleans at Chicago and Philly visiting Dallas on Sunday night.
That is a huge win in the NFC East.
Yeah, both teams 3-3. The winner will have the lead in that division. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield, and that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 ball.
Broncos coming hard, and it's blocked. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. Well, put that block on top of the nice lead that they have, and now it's trouble here in the third quarter on the other sideline.
Well, I think it's more than trouble. They're just trying to figure out how to survive through this ball game now. They're about to really lay it down on them.
And they can just run some clock, get this thing to the fourth quarter, try to put it on cruise control. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. Second and goal from the 1. Flacco, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Christian Kirksey gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Looks like a free play here for Flacco. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Von Miller, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Todd Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. It's caught by Sanders. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 43 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Well, the catch made by Johnson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Browns on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. And an alley to run. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
Like 80. Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsay. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.